Okay, here I am, ready to go and put the new sprocket onto, or I should say my old sprocket onto my new wheel. And I'll just show you there for a second. The wheel is very nicely trued. This was built last night. It took me about 20 minutes to build this wheel. And it took me about another, say, 20 minutes, 25 minutes to true her up. Now, she's not perfect just yet, but you can see there, if you just move in a little bit closer, she's very close. She's very close. Now, that wheel, when I ride her on the first time, she'll be probably springing a little bit and going out of true just while the spokes settle in. And that's grand, because then what I'll do is I'll go for a quick test ride, bring her back in, and then we'll give her a final truing. So I'm not going to worry about a little bit of wobble like that just at this point. It's within 0.5 millimeter. I'm happy enough with that for the moment. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to take this out. Give my quick release here. I'm going to lift this wheel out here. Here we go. Okay. Now, there is my new wheel setup on my old rim. You can see there the old style of hub, which took a freewheel, and it's threaded. It's not like what you see in the new bikes now, where there's either a free hub or a cassette which slides onto there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of Teflon, a very heavy waterproof Teflon grease on that. And the reason why I'm putting a bit of grease on that is if you ever want to get this off your bike again and change your freewheel, you'd better grease that up. Otherwise, those two parts will fuse together and you'll never get them apart. So give a nice coating there of waterproof grease. That is a marine grade waterproof grease that I'm using, but you can use whatever you have, really. I just happen to have that around. And take my freewheel here, slide that on, and being extremely careful not to cross thread that. Very, very carefully. There we go. Now, I'm going to take that quick release nut off there. Just bear with me for a second. Being careful not to let that spring go flying away. There we go. Take that off. There is a cap here on the Regina. I'm going to take that off. It's a dust and water cap, so you don't get water down inside. And splined tool. Yes, you guessed it. That spline tool is well over 20 years old, and I haven't lost it yet. So very important, if you're going to have old equipment like this, you need some of the special tools that comes along with it. So that slips onto there, and that will allow me to tighten that up. And then I will get my wrench there, and I'm going to just crank that down very nicely. Now, won't worry about it getting too tight there, because that's about as tight as I'll put it, because as you're riding, the pressure on the hub when she locks up will actually tighten her up even further.